Now let's add paper. We are going to add now paper. So let's just name it as paper and banana peel. So now we're going to set animation to. So here simply we can set animation, paper and banana peel. So here we will add paper. The animation in here. So now paper done. Now it's time for banana peel. So banana peel ready. So here bottles can be run. I'll show you. So now when I run, you can see that it's too running. So we need to scale it. Yeah, we need to scale it. There is actually necessity to scale it first. And actually this game is very simple. Just what you need is your creative ideas, which will actually let you to build such amazing and interactive games. And actually the players would actually just love to play your game. So now we have to add a scale. So the paper dot scale is equal to 0.8, and here we will add 0.11. Now we will reset and run. So now it's final. It's time for us to give all these three its position. So for bottle we are going to add the position as 41 and 323. So well, I think I have already done this before, but maybe due to net issues it has not worked. It's not saved. What I think is, next for paper we will add 150, 349. So now we will add here 40, 220. I've already told you in my basic theory that how we will add this position and everything. So it's recommended for you to watch the basic video first. So now let's run. So well, everything is correct in its position, everything is placed correctly. Can you see? Everything is placed so correctly. And let us now start building the real. So next what we are doing is, we are adding an if statement. We are adding an if statement that if suppose mouse is pressed over banana peel, then what's going to happen? Spelling is wrong here, I know. We just correct it. Suppose mouse is pressed over banana peel, then its X position and Y position is actually equal to, world.mousex and world.mousefile. Now let's run it. Now if I run it and when I click on banana, so I can see that banana is actually moving. So what's the logic behind it? What's the logic behind it? I've already explained. Let me explain you. Suppose the mouse is pressed over this banana, then its X position and Y position is exactly what this mouse position is. So that is what we're doing. So every time when we click, so its position would be where the mouse position is. I hope you are getting what I'm trying to convey to you all. And the same we are going to do for this. The same we are going to do for paper and bottle. So now what we can do is, we can even just copy it just to save our time and paste it to. Now suppose it is pressed over bottle, and then if it is pressed over what was left, paper, then if I run now, then if then I suppose just move any of them, then all these are moving actually with my mouse position. Isn't that great? Now, if you are having difficulty in watching the code, then let me just zoom in a little. I hope you're able to see the code now clearly. Now, next what we are doing is, it's time for us to create a variable that is score. So, we are creating a variable score, which is first of course equal to 0. Now, what we're doing next is, let's add an if statement that if now suppose if paper is touching what? Let's run now. If paper is actually touching red, or we can say green. If it is touching green dustbin, then what's going to happen? Then, of course, it is going to be thrown into dustbin, so it is going to be destroyed. So, paper is going to be destroyed now. And the score is going to be +1. Score is equal to 4 plus 1. But if I just copy it and paste it, so here if suppose it is touching red dustbin, so what's going to happen now? Red dustbin, then actually of course it is going to destroy, but score is going to be -1. So let us just reset and run again. Now the paper, suppose I just put it here, no, but score is not going to reflect, so we will just check it later. Or what we can do is, just to check, we can do the console.log is equal to score now we can just run, and if I put it here in red basket, so score is -1, but if I put it in the green basket, that is correct, sorry, dustbin, then I shall be getting point. So I can see my point is 1 now. That was just for checking, so we can just remove it. And let's just copy this if statement which we have copied. So now let's just, if now what things were left, if bottle is touching, let us look for banana peel. Banana peel is touching clean dustbin, then score will increase. But if it is touching, banana peel is touching red, then what's going to happen? Score is going to be 1, right? So here banana 1, peel is equal to destroy and score is 1. So same, let's just copy and paste it again for what? For what is that? Bottle. Now if bottle touching red dustbin, then score is going to actually, what we can do here is just change it to red and green. So if it's going to fine. Now next what we are doing is, we are going to add score. We are going to add score. So for adding score, what we are doing is just add one more not here but here. That is Garbage Separator Game. You can write. In the position we can just add here. Font size we can give, text size 225, and let's just reset and run. Not showing. What if we write it after draw sprite and reset and run? Now it's showing. Now we can fill it with color black. Now reset and run. So now it's showing. So next what we have to add is, it should also print score, isn't it? It should also print score. So for adding the score, what we are doing is again add one more text, that is score. Then after this inverted commas we will add plus score. In the position 125 and 70. Now when we reset and run, the score is being shown to us, isn't it? So next what we are doing is, we are adding one more if statement, that if we go to maths, if score is equal to 3, then it's going to show a text. That is you win. In the position 200, 200. And if we are adding one more if statement, that if, or what can we simply add here, else, or if, let's add if only. And if let's add if statement only. So if otherwise if score is not equal to 3, then we'll print the text, that is, just copy and paste and put it here. Try again. Now let's just see if our game is working fine. Run. So it's showing here itself. Why is it showing like this? There is a bug in the game. See here. Now if we run, now it's showing you win, but it should not show anything till then, isn't it? We can try one thing. We can remove this if statement, and we can add one more if statement, that if score is smaller than 3, then it is going to just print try again. Now let's run to see. Still it's showing try again. Don't worry, I have an idea. They both are together now. Okay. So well, what we can do now is, so let's create a variable that is game, and it's equal to 3. Now suppose whenever it is touching anything, then actually this variable game is just subtracting game -1. Oh sorry, we don't have to add it here. We have to add it here. And just put it now. What we can do is go to show text. Now if what is equal, if suppose if what is that game is equal to 0 and, or we can simply just remove this and just code it again. Now if game is equal to 0 and score is equal to 3, or either remove this block, go to maths, here it's only where only we are. The score is smaller than 3, or then what's going to happen? It's going to show text you win. Even we can write try again here in the position. Now if we run now it's not showing. Why? Because this was that game, that first game, the score should be of this game should be 0. Because now it's 3. But if it's 0 after every turn, then it is going to show that try again. So that was a secret. That was a cool thing, isn't it? So now if I suppose gain full points, then actually it will show you win. But if I just run and just score not full points, then what's going to happen? It's showing try again. So this is our garbage separator game, and we are feeling very happy to just create this game, and we shall be creating more amazing games in the upcoming video. So stay tuned.